I haven't been sick in more than half a year, and I'm gonna tell you why and what happened. The bottom line is I used to be sick or ill every 2 weeks, and I'm not even joking. And this was the point where I said to myself, enough. Enough is enough, okay? I cannot function when I get sick every 2 weeks. Why was that? Hustle mentality. All those videos, motivational videos, that you see everywhere on social media saying, if you have a dream, you have to chase it, you cannot sleep, you cannot eat, like all that stuff just kind of got to me, right? Because like every young person or majority, I want to be successful. So I'm watching those videos, I'm listening to those podcasts and reading those books telling me that I have to hustle hard every single day, no rest for the wicked, all those kind of motivational bullshit. It got me to the point where I got sick every 2 weeks. I was going to gym, I was going to sauna, I did the cold plunges, I was eating super healthy and organic. I took a lot of vitamins, all that stuff. And I thought, I'm living like the healthiest life possible, right? And then boom, 2 weeks later, I get sick, I get ill, and I have to spend 3 or 4 days in bed with the fever or with the sore throat. I got healthy again, and then 2-3 weeks, same thing. Do you understand how frustrating that is? And maybe you are going through the same thing and you're asking yourself, I'm doing all the right things, so why am I getting sick and ill constantly? Well, in hindsight, I find it stupid now, but I seriously couldn't see it at the time. And the fact was, I was doing all those things which are considered healthy and something that you have to do and you should do if you want to be, healthy. However, you have to have the full circle. It's like a wheel of health, you can say. So if one element is missing, you're in trouble. And I was missing one element which I didn't understand is the most important one. And that is eliminating stress from your life. If you cannot do it completely, you can do it partially. I would say we have stress that we know about. So that is when you read the email from the client, something happens, deadlines, somebody stresses you out. That is stress that you understand and you can see, right? It's like, oh my God, I'm so stressed out today because of this happened and this went wrong. But the worst stress is the one you cannot see. I think it's called chronic stress, which is constant. Like it's happening in your body nonstop, even when you go to sleep. And this is why sometimes you wake up, or most of the times, you wake up and you're completely restless. It's like, oh my God, I feel like I didn't sleep at all, right? And this is stress working in your body nonstop. And that's more dangerous because you don't see it. Hence, you don't realize anything's going on. And that includes, for example, always thinking about all those things that are not stressing you right now, but they're stressing you at some point. Like you have a deadline, maybe it's in 2 weeks, but you're already thinking about it. You're constantly thinking about the projects, the clients, how you're going to pay your bills next month, who didn't pay the invoice, and so on. So this is like a constant, even though you solve it, it can come back being like, okay, what about this project? Oh, I have a new client. I have a meeting with that client. Okay, I need to prepare for the meeting. Oh wait, I need to re-edit the videos because the email just came with the edits, right? Okay, so I need to re-edit this and send this and do this. Oh my God, my phone is ringing. Okay, fine. And then you're having your day and feel like, I'm not even stressed out today. Like nothing went wrong. It's the usual kind of day. The bottom line is, if you are constantly in the fight or flight mode, your immune system is going to go down. That's a constant fight or flight, hence stress. So you can live the healthiest life possible, but if you're under stress, it's over. You don't win. You can't fool your body. And there's a nice quote, I don't remember who said it. If you don't give your body rest, your body will give you a rest. Okay? Meaning, if you, let's say, I used to wake up at like 4 or 5 a.m., which is fine. I still sometimes do that. But if I'm tired, I'm just going to keep sleeping. But, I used to have a schedule like, okay, 5 a.m. up, doing my blogs, preparing, videos, mails, projects for clients, all that. And then around like early afternoon, I was like this. And then I said to myself, I'm not going to go to sleep because only weak go to sleep in the afternoon. Only weak people take naps, and I'm a hustler. I'm not going to sleep because I want to be successful and I want to be rich. So I was pushing through. I was drinking more coffee and tried to fight my body. And of course, I was successful. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, I'm like, yes, I'm hustling hard. I'm not tired. And I try to convince myself. And then boom, I wake up and I'm like, oh, I'm so sick, I'm so ill. And I had to rest for the 2, 3, sometimes 7 days. So my body always wins. And my body is communicating with me. So when I'm tired, when the body is tired and it tells me, take a nap. So it makes me tired, right? But I'm like, no, I'm not going to take a nap. And then my body is like, okay, well, if you don't want to rest, I'm going to make you so sick that you're going to rest. Okay. That's how it works. So you need to listen to your body. If you have some kind of pains, right? Another thing, I used to be in front of the laptop for so long per day, and I started having like shoulder pains, neck pains, all that stuff, back problems. I tried to fix it, going to the gym, going to sauna, jacuzzi. But for example, 12 hours a day, I was sitting in front of my laptop, and then for 1 hour, I tried to fix it in the gym. Makes no sense when you think about it. Guess what? I have no pains in my back, in my shoulders, and I still spend some time in front of my laptop, but not 12 hours a day. Oh my God, I solved the problem. How complicated that was. So instead of being in that hustle culture, which is basically ruining your physical health, but also mental health, because if you're not feeling physically well, you're not going to feel mentally well either, okay? And you can say, oh, maybe you're, locked in your apartment and you don't go out so you don't catch a virus. I traveled Europe for 4 months, taking planes. And now, like every single, basically 2-3 weeks, I travel 9-12 hours by bus or train to see my family. So I meet a lot of people and I'm in the places where everybody's coughing around me. And I'm just like, oh my God, I'm going to get sick because this is crazy. I'm exposed to this for 12 hours, in the same carriage, for example. Nothing. Oh my God, rocket science. So what did I do? Well, I'm not saying that everybody can do this, but you should reconsider. Because I understood that at this point I am selling my health out, meaning my long life. So maybe I'm cutting my life short because I'm trying to run a successful business. I decided to write down everything that causes me stress, whether it's chronic stress that I don't see or the stress that I can see. I wrote everything down and then I said, I'm going to just erase that from my life, which is a decision that obviously you can make if you have a little bit of money maybe saved or on the side, or you have another plan how to make money. But again, do you prioritize money or your health? Because you cannot buy health or longer life. Maybe you're going to regret it in 40 years, maybe you're going to regret it in 10 years, 20 years, whatever. Then it's going to be too late. It's going to be nice to have a full bank account, and a lot of money on it. But if you're not healthy, it's useless. I cut everything away from my life. I cut it off. I erased it. And well, here's the result. I just don't get sick. And my body finally it's like I feel that my body is thanking me. Like I have so much energy and I feel incredibly strong. No matter what happens, my immune system is going to win. And I definitely refuse to have a shorter life or get some disease, because getting ill every 2-3 weeks with like a flu or cold, it's something else, right? It's like, okay, that's going to pass. But you don't know what's happening in your body, inside of your body, in a long term, right? Again, you don't see that. And the stress is basically causing so many diseases. It's just a root for so many diseases. Like, it's crazy. And I'm like, you know what? I didn't come to this life and to this planet to live my life in a way that I'm gonna live shorter and unhealthier, but I'm gonna have like a good money in my bank account. It just doesn't make sense anymore. And another thing is, which is so funny, hustling hard, having my business, put some money aside, saving some money, great. But then spending significant amount of money that I earned on vacations and me doing nothing, me resetting, me being in the woods, enjoying the nature for 2-3 weeks. I was losing so much money, right? But I had to do it. Otherwise, I would not be able to continue. So then I thought, listen, if I live a little bit more humble, I don't have to spend so much time on vacations, right? Because I'm not going to be so stressed out that I need to get out. So then doesn't it equal like the same thing, but smarter and healthier? So now the question is, what am I going to do if I refuse to have stress in my life and I erased so much stuff? I take this as an experiment. And right now, for the last 6 months, it's working. So far, I don't know what the future brings. Subscribe if you want to know. I erased all that stuff from my life. So now I'm literally replacing it with the stuff that I truly enjoy doing. And I'm a creative person. So what it means is I keep creating YouTube videos, TikTok videos. I write blogs. I'm writing a book for my travels that I'm going to publish very soon. And I'm just I'm reading a book, you know. If I'm like, I don't know what to do, I'm reading a book. I'm doing the things that I truly enjoy. Okay, like 100%. And I don't make productivity lists anymore because I'm tired of this. Okay, because it causes the stress. So people say, oh, be productive, make a list. No, you know, I'm not going to do that because I'm going to look at that list. Yes, I'm going to feel good when I'm going to cross some things from that list. Or like, oh, I already did that. I already did this, you know. No, because if I have some creative idea that I should work on, I'm going to be like, oh, no, I can't because I have this list. I need to finish the list because it's the important one. And then I'm going to be just stressed out because I want to do this, but this is the list that I have to do. If something happens and I will not have enough time to finish that list, every time I look at it, I'm going to be stressed out. And I'm going to be like, oh my God, I really wanted to do these last 2 things and I don't have time anymore. You can say, oh, what is stressful about it? It is. It's the stress you don't see. And then you start punishing yourself. Like, oh my God, I should do them. And I didn't. Like, oh my God, again, I failed. No, forget it. If you didn't do something that you wanted to do on that day, it didn't need to be done. Period. Who said you have to do those things? You. Why? Why? The productivity could mean you do one thing that is super fulfills you and satisfies you. And it's just be like, oh my God, this was so good. I had such a great time. That's all I need to do today. And on the next day, if you feel like you're going to do 10 other things and you're going to do them well, amazing. And then the next day, if you don't want to do anything that you consider productive, don't. Do what makes you happy. Do what you're passionate about. And maybe the universe will see, oh my gosh, she's aligned with the energy. And maybe you're not going to get sick anymore. Oh my God. Wow. So yeah, I've learned so much on my journey, spiritually, mentally, physically. So everything that I've learned, I also put into my book, but also on my YouTube channel. So if this is relatable, drop a comment and let's share among each other and maybe we can help each other. I know it's not easy to do what I've done, especially if you have, mortgage or kids or whatever, but there should always be a way if you want. But the bottom line is the sacrifice that you're making worth shorter life and potential serious illnesses and diseases? Is it worth it? Maybe we can try to realize that before it's too late. You did not come to this life to have a productivity list and follow it. And if you don't follow it, you're going to be ashamed and you're going to punish yourself. Oh my God, I'm so lazy. That's not the point of this life, okay?